All right. I wanted to make this video to share with you guys some thoughts that I've been having and get your thoughts as well and invite you to join me in thinking through this. But I was, what is this picture doing here? I follow Chris Hemsworth, one of the people that Chris Hemsworth trains with. And he had this quote, civilize the mind, but make savage the body. And I was like, damn, that is sick. That is a sick quote. And it was something that really resonated with me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to think about that. And then, man, look at that mean mug in those biceps. That's nuts. Uh, I'm going to try to see like that's some cool intention, and I'm just trying to internalize it for myself. And so I actually changed it to, instead of civilize the mind, I said invite wisdom to the mind, and then cultivate peace to my spirit, make savage the body, and then deepen connections. And I think those intentions so far, and this whole thing is a work in progress. I just kind of started thinking about this. Like, I think I saw this yesterday actually, and I thought it was really cool. So these intentions are things that I want to align myself with, and it kind of looks. I think I implicitly know that I'm gonna make sausage my body, and that's what it's gonna eventually turn into. So that was probably implicitly why that looks like sausage, the body. Um, but these are nice intentions. And here is, I thought of like, how can I manifest these intentions? Hey, buddy, how can I manifest these intentions? It's got to be through consistent actions. My daily habits have to align with this. Otherwise, or what I do every day should align with this. Otherwise, it is doing something else. I will become I'm taking time off from being who I want to be to become somebody else. And so these are some consistent actions that I hope to take. So to invite wisdom to the mind, be mindful of like the media that I watch, Netflix and Disney Plus and Prime Video and Instagram and everything. There's so much media, but the content is very different. So you could spend all day watching Netflix and just be entertained, or you could be watching Netflix all day and be educated and entertained. So that's something that I'm going to try to keep doing. Try to listen more, try to discern fact versus judgment, having awareness of myself, my own thoughts of, am I judging this or is this actually a fact? And a lot of times we pass our judgments as facts, and it skews or de-optimizes the decision making that we make. And so listening more, I think, will help, and having an open mind will help invite wisdom to the mind. And also being aware of, on a micro level and on a macro level, just what's going on. So that's internally and externally as well. And then to cultivate peace to the spirit, have a grateful mindset always. I try to wake up every morning and just think about what I can be grateful for. Meditation, that's something new that I'm doing. And I should also be mindful to what I'm attached to or what I find myself attached to. For example, like my phone. Like, I think 3 weeks ago, I turned off the notifications on my phone, and it's been like a huge difference on how productive I am, and a recognition of how attached I am to my phone and to the pings and the messages, and always checking like, oh, is there a WhatsApp message or not? And doing a peek to see if someone messaged and do I need to respond back and stuff. And yeah, turning off notifications, I think, is a huge thing to help detach from our devices, but yet use our devices more towards our purposes. And making savage or making sausage the body. Resistance training, I try to do 12 minutes every day. So it's not a crazy amount. I don't do nothing too crazy. my arms don't look like Chris Hemsworth's. uh, this is probably look more like Chris Hadfield. I wish. uh, and then flexibility, agility, and releasing tension. That kind of concept of being mobile and not being stiff is also important, I think, to having a savage body. And then I put intermittent fasting, IF, is really just a key to what I put into my body as well. And then to deepen connections, actually that could probably go across this way, like visually, like deepen connections vertically this way. But something that I can do all the time is always just to respect whatever it is, nature, other people, works of art, whatever it is, just respect it. Someone put time into it. I might not agree with it. It might not be aligned with what I find to be right, but just to respect it. To choose love over fear. One thing that I have been realizing more is just how fearful our society is. Not even with COVID, like just even pre-COVID, just how much we cling to safety, and the perception of threat is something that I'm thinking about these days. So that's something else that I can do. So blue is mental things like mindsets and stuff like that, and then black ink is I guess physical stuff. This last one could kind of go into both, but to see truth and beauty, and then share it. So that kind of ties in with like the photography stuff that I do as well. So always trying to see beyond, or not even beyond, but see it as it actually is, and see something for its true beauty, or to see it as it is and find it beautiful, and then to be able to capture that and then share it as well. And in the format that I'm most used to is photography, and actually seeing something beautiful and wanting to share it. When the first time I went to Hong Kong, is actually I still remember it was seeing a set of elevators actually in downtown Hong Kong, and I was like, wow, that's really beautiful, and I really wanted to take a picture of it and share it. That was actually that was like the impetus of this sentiment actually, and the reason why our previous company was called Inner Iris is largely part of that. But that's a side riff. But basically, deepening connections to see how things are all connected, in terms of like not even like physically, or like, and like not just deepening connections in terms of relationships with other people and stuff, but with nature and across time, to see how my actions today will impact tomorrow, or the past created today, and just connecting things across different elements. And then all these intentions will hopefully bring about a result on the macro level, which is at the individual level of me, to make myself more capable to be able to add value to society. And then I think it'll be more fun in general as well to be these things. I think that will make life more fun if I am more wise, more peaceful, more savage, and more connected with everything. To even redefine what self is, not to be like me, but to be just a part of a much bigger whole. And then all these things should help me increase my capabilities and have more fun in life, to then have an ability to contribute meaningfully to this world on a macro level, so that this isn't just like, great, now you can do all this stuff, now do something. And so this is actually to be able, all that stuff, all this stuff, all these actions is to be able to contribute meaningfully into this world. And this world is hopefully going to be something that we can help create to be more peaceful and prosperous, or whole, in a sustainable way. So this is kind of like thoughts that I've been having, or things that I've been feeling, and I'm trying to manifest it in something that is much more tangible to be able to process and think through. So let me know what your intentions are, and let me know what results and what daily habits you have. Thanks.